I just decided that I'd made a mistake in evaluating. It was an understandable mistake. It was a probability-weighted decision when we bought that we were getting an attractive amount for our money when investing across the airlines business. So we bought roughly 10% of the 4 largest airlines, and we probably, this is not 100% of what we did in April, but we probably paid $7 or $8 billion, somewhere between $7 and $8 billion, to own 10% of the 4 large companies in the airline business, and we felt for that we were getting $1 billion roughly of earnings. Now, we weren't getting $1 billion of dividends, but we felt our share of the underlying earnings was $1 billion, and we felt that that number was more likely to go up than down over a period of time. That it would be cyclical, obviously. And it turned out I was wrong about that business because of something that was not in any way the fault of 4 excellent CEOs. I mean, believe me, no joy being a CEO of an airline, but the companies we bought were well managed. They did a lot of things right. But the airline business, and I may be wrong, and I hope I'm wrong, but I think it changed in a very major way, and it's obviously changed in the fact that 4 companies are each going to borrow, perhaps an average of at least 10 or 12 billion each. Well, you have to pay that back out of earnings over some period of time. I mean, you're 10 or 12 billion dollars worse off if that happens, and of course, in some cases, they're having to sell stock or sell the right to buy a stock at these prices, and that takes away from the upside down. And I don't know whether 2 or 3 years from now that as many people will fly as many passenger miles as they did last year. They may and they may not. But the future is much less clear to me about how the business will turn out through absolutely no fault of the airlines themselves. But something that was a low probability event happened, and it happened to hurt particularly, whether it's the travel business, the hotel business, the cruise business, the theme park business, but the airline business in particular. And of course, the airline business has the problem that if the business comes back 70% or 80%, the aircraft don't disappear. So you've got too many planes, and it didn't look that way when the orders were placed a few months ago or when arrangements were made. But the world changed for airlines, and I wish them well.